And we are live. Shout out to my new and old my TikTok family. Look, y'all. Happy Saturday night, 22nd. And I just want to talk to you guys about how when you're an attractive man, it's the worst from modern women. You get it the worst from most women. And you definitely, get straight hate from gorgeous, attractive women. Now, I'm just going to be real. Listen, I guess you're not supposed to know how good you look. And when you're a guy that's extremely attractive and handsome, the glow comes from within, so it can't be duplicated. But, you have a lot of guys out here that'll hate on you. And, they see the aura, what I'm saying? It's just own you, Riz game over 9,000, women are just drawn and it really bothers them. But the crazy part that you wouldn't think to be true, but it is, wild as it is, these women out here will have a problem with you. And some of these women would be women that are in alignment with a lot of men's ideology and the way that we're talking about how things aren't really right now. But they will still manage to find something wrong with you to complain about, which is baffling to me, right? And then you have women out here that compete with other women, but they're in this GMO masculine energy and they see an attractive man and they want to put him in competition with them the same way they do women. And it's like, well, wait a minute now. How you going to do that? But then you're going to want to date somebody like me. So, you get this situation where you realize that when they're making those claims of they want a medium ugly guy, you understand why now. Now, I've told you guys before that I had to hold off on talking about my ex due to divorce, but now that it's over, there was multiple times I caught her saying that I'm gorgeous, and it bothered me a little bit. But women have their different ways of describing you. I've been called, beautiful or stuff like that by women before, but it's in the way that she would do it. She'd do it in a way like putting on a ton of makeup for 3 hours and trying to get that outfit just right. And then she say something like, "Oh, you just throw something on and just line up your beard, and it's just not fair." I'm like, how are you victimizing yourself? Because she wasn't ugly, but you know how women can accentuate themselves whenever they put on their makeup? Well, a lot of them get to the point where they don't feel comfortable without it. And they feel like you just bare face washed in the morning, and I'm saying the AM looks better than them. And the woman, without a shadow of a doubt, wants to feel like she's the best looking one in the relationship. Now, here's the thing, it shouldn't matter how good looking you are because a real man, never compares his, um, handsomeness or attractiveness to a woman. To me, any women I find attractive, are beautiful in a way, and you know what I'm saying. Y'all see the pictures I be posting. These women be looking good. Like he builds her. I'm not simping or call it whatever you want to call it, man. But and I mean these women out here, he made no mistake, but they're insecure as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's the weirdest thing. It's like that duality thing, God always, gives a duality, good with the bad. You have the extremely good looking women, but most of them are extremely insecure. And they'll even compete with a man. It's weird, man. You can't be an attractive man. Yeah, man. Now, it sucks because you also have these guys that are raised by single mothers, so they're slick. They don't want to say that, yeah, we're hating on attractive men. So what they'll do is start calling you. I don't want to block you, Justin. I was so quick to pull the trigger. You might hit the like button. So, my brother, I'm sorry, man. I almost blocked you. Just be clear. I don't want to, have any trolling going on. These women, man, there's absolutely no need for them to put themselves into this competition with you, but they're in this masculine kind of energy, man. It's very weird because the world tells them they're better. This is a fact. But you're right. You're right, Brian. You're right. But yeah, Mr. Green, I'm thinking to myself, man, the world is telling them that, but they don't have to listen to the world. Why do they? And the crazier part, like I said, you would think that a gorgeous woman want a handsome man, but they really don't. Like they want you to be slow. They want you to need them, and they want you medium ugly. Now, the only reason why they'll get with the handsome guys to hook up with you, but when you're like me and you're like, nah, I'm not hooking up with nobody. I'm not giving my body away like that. My body, my choice. Now, all of a sudden, it's you zesty, you sassy, and again, remember, we're taking this term zesty, well, zesty too, but sassy as a derogatory term here. It's meant to emasculate you. And again, we're all going to also harp on the fact that these women want to use that term sassy, which is a suggestion of being down low, which is a suggestion of being part of the LGBTQ, which is strange that these women can align themselves with the LGBTQ whenever it's time to go against heterosexual males. But whenever it's time to shame a heterosexual male, they can say whatever they want, which implies that a heterosexual male is other than that, and that's a derogatory, you know what I'm saying, slur towards the heterosexual male, and then that community just turns, a blind eye. You know what I'm saying? They just don't even notice it, and it's very strange to me the workings of that those two communities, the way they come together for specific things, but again, it should be offended or considered offensive when a woman is implying that a hetero male is, part of that community because, there's nothing wrong with that community. And why is it a slur still if those women believe that to be so, right? They're trying to emasculate you and take jabs at your manhood, and they're throwing a community in between the two of you to do so. It's very messy work. You know what I'm saying? Very messy work. You look like you use man. I didn't even notice these trolls in here. You guys, give me a moment. Let me go ahead and clean up house. Check me out. I don't know what that means, but I know what you can do. You can sit in timeout for 10 minutes, think about what you're saying and how you're acting, and then you can come back in here and act like you have some sense. We're not doing that, right? Did you hear me just talking about y'all trying to gaslight that community? Trying to get me flagged as well. Not gonna happen. You know, it's good to see that my haters are alive and well over here trolling as usual. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get those trolling bucks. Um, Look, when you're attractive, you draw in all kind of scallywags, and degenerates. So, got to the good with the bad, but we're talking about the women today. Now, these women that, can't seem to stand an attractive man, they can't stop watching you. So, what'll happen is they'll self sabotage and self eliminate without ever meeting you or ever reaching out to you due to your ideology. But due to the fact that you're extremely attractive, they continue to watch you and hate watch you. See, this is what causes these women to become so bitter. I'm out here living my best life, I'm reversing my aging. These same women come over and stare at me on TikTok while I work out. Don't tap the screen or nothing, just stare. Just stare, you know. And again, a lot of them don't like the fact that they like me, but they can't help themselves. They're just attracted to me and they're trying to rationalize it different kind of ways. So, gentlemen, it's just when you become attractive, it's gonna be it's gonna be rough until you create the space to be in a place where you maximize your opportunity with women that respect you being a king in your divine masculine energy, right? So right now, like I've said before, like about, the haters that circle me, you're in a place where you're not really around your tribe or around women where you can really, you know, be around women with that feminine energy that adds to your peace. Hang on. There we go. I love that new feature. They're getting on the level of TikTok. So what you do is you just hang in there, and eventually you're going to have these women watching you no matter what. And it's really just they like what they see, but even when you're saying your piece, they don't agree with it, but they do respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like they do respect it. It's just, you know, I'm gonna be real, man. Like they don't think they can have you, and women don't like being rejected, even if they're not really rejected. So it's kind of like self-soothing, coping. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, got some time left. So, just while you're out here, man, you're gonna get it the worst from the women and Western women, all of them, all different types. They're gonna hate. Like they're gonna hate. They don't like. I don't know, man. They don't like a man that knows his worth. Period. Right? Then you're automatically sassy. They don't want like a man knowing his worth. And when you know your worth and you have boundaries, even if they want to like you, they're going to find a reason not to. I see it all the time. Even at work, I live with healthy confidence at work. Okay, you're good. I just want to make sure I proofread it before make sure I got trolls in here, man. How you doing tonight? What's going on? Okay, it's Brian Green. It's very interesting. Once you can spot it, the women can't help their natural biology, but too low key like you. And the dude that my job can't help but to hate me. Shaking my head. Yeah, man. When you get women, even when you're not trying to, dudes hate on you, man. And you know what I'm saying? They hate on you. Like the injury that my son got from that school was from a kid that looked like him, another mixed kid. And I'm like, yeah, another mixed kid. There's very few of y'all in the school. He seen his competition and he took him out. He was like, "This is my op," and he took. I was like, "Son, you got to be careful, man." You know what I'm saying? I started talking to him. The kid said some shady stuff before, and my son didn't catch on to it, you know what I mean, before the dude tried to take out his op. So you just have to be these dudes, man, when they see that you can get women, they'll start plotting on you. Like I was saying earlier, they'll start calling you a Chad or Tyrone with no proof of the sort just because you're handsome and they think that you're in a league of your own because you're handsome. Then they just self soothe like women do and cope and call you a Chad or Tyrone. It's nasty work out here. Grown men. A Chad or Tyrone is a mongrel. You know what I'm saying? A degenerate. What are you doing affiliating me with one? No, because you think I'm handsome and women just flock to me because of the way I look. You can be handsome and come off like a total weirdo, and women aren't going to go to you, right? You have to have a certain, energy about you, aura, riz, swag is, that women are drawn to. And these guys, it's easier for them to soothe themselves by saying, "Oh, he's just super attractive. That's what it is." They see all the different things you do to maintain your level of attractiveness. They don't ever want to have to do it. So it's just easier to say, "Oh, he gets the women because he looks good." You're lazy. That's all that it is. You're lazy. You know what I mean? The cope is real, man. It's real. All right. What else? So I say go overseas. I've gotten nothing but great reports back about how women love American men, specifically black men. You can get treated with some respect overseas. I'm seeing a lot of passport bros and expats talking about there's not a lot of that that jealousy where, other black men see you. If you got yourself together, they see you as competition automatically. Over there is camaraderie. There's very few of us, so we see each other around. They actually want to talk to you. The women over there respect you. They see the king on you, the crown, and they want to be a part of your kingdom. And over here, the women want to be a part of your kingdom or at least a friend, but they're super cocky. They're super arrogant. They think that no matter how you look or what you have going on, you're supposed to be picking up on these signals or chasing them down. And you got to remember, gentlemen, it don't matter what you look like. Some women turn dudes down for sport. Having a bad day, let me turn down a couple ninjas. I'll feel better in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't have time for it, man. I don't have time for it. And what we got to do here, man, we got to maintain this energy, man. The summer's coming up. They're working out. They're going to try to seduce you with their bodies. I'm telling you, maintain your frame. There's no point. All you're going to do is catch an STD, man. Like what else do you need to see? The STDs are up. You've seen that they're looking to get pregnant by dudes. You've seen that they have no respect for you right now. They're still talking to you as if their opinion matters. It's the craziest thing in the world. We're doing everything to show them we don't give a shit what they're talking about. And you still have women online that talk as if their opinion matters. You even have women that advocate for men that try to slide their little extra in there. Listen, I got to let y'all know, but hey, listen. You have your following, just like Samantha Lee has a following of men. When those men know doggone well that she's trying to dog out Tyrese, that she has fought against a prenuptial multiple times and trying to get 20K a month in child support while sitting online telling men what to do to be a better man and what kind of woman to go for. This is nonsensical. It's nonsensical. I don't listen to what women say. I watch what you do. I don't care what you're babbling about. Listen, women will have a husband and you will complain about him, right? I'm not your man. Of course, you're going to find something to complain about with me. You think it's your job to keep a man or put a man in alignment. What is the new spiritual mumbo jumbo babble that y'all are doing right now? Trying to, create space and, make yourself seem like you worth something through everything but something tangible I can touch. Yeah, my spiritual energy will keep you in alignment, and you need a divine feminine like me, or otherwise you will just coast right back into your lower self and be out there doing all kind of debaucherous, degenerate things. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Listen, gentlemen, maintain your frame, okay? They're going to have all kind of things to say, even the ones that even listen, man, if they're watching you or they're paying attention to you, they're giving their attention to you. Women don't even see 80% of men. So you know that women will complain about their husband. So if they're watching you, what do you think they're going to say? What do you think they're going to say? What's going on, fam? What's going on? They're going to say nothing but, what? As a matter of fact, the husbands should be worried when they're hearing their women complaining about a certain archetype of man that he's not. Now, if the husband is the archetype she's talking about, like you have married women like Danica Marie, most time when she's talking about, like she be talking about short dudes and her husband's at height, like all that stuff, she's talking about her husband. But if a woman's complaining about a man, She's obviously not complaining about her husband. Who is she watching? Who is she watching? Who is she giving her attention to? Why is she so upset? What arc? And then these guys be letting them get away. Oh, it's part of my job. That's what I do. Is I tell about her. I don't know. You're what? Look, I'm telling you, men, listen to me. Women watch stuff, and they also start fights and stuff to get in an emotional state. It excites them. The dopamine gets them flowing, and a lot of times that's when they're most creative. That's when they're in their element, their bag. So they're watching men they find attractive, they can never have, and listening to a man that they consider to be intelligent but disagree with, just to have commentary, because they need it to motivate themselves, or otherwise they wouldn't have nothing to say. Life is good when things are great. They don't have nothing to talk about. They got to build a villain. That's why I tell you guys, you got to be okay being a villain in some of these women's stories, because I was married. Bro, you become a villain anytime you don't give them what they want, brother. I'm telling you the truth. I tell a lot of jokes, but I wouldn't tell you a lie. To the best of my knowledge, this is how the modern woman and life works. You'll have married women or women in long-term relationships out there still dropping advice and corrective language to grown men. You're kind of out the shop at this point. You shouldn't even be worried about it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, you guys, you have to watch a woman that's married and the marriage is good, she's happy, and she's not online looking at men that upset her. When a woman is not happy in her relationship or marriage, she will get online and she will vent her frustrations. And it's not a good look, because I see it all the time. A lot of women claim to be with somebody, but they'll have something to say about men. Now, they have plenty to say about women as well, but they'll have something to say about men. Whereas the ones that I see that seem like the husband's doing his job, apparently breaking backs, I don't hear the woman complaining. All she does is talk about her husband all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's a wild situation, man. It's crazy. You got to pay attention. You might even think that a female friend of yours or somebody that you're in touch with online is okay with you, but she might have all kind of ideology against you. You have no idea. You have to see if she's happy, if she's disgruntled, if she's got something to complain about. The husband's not breaking the back at the house. You know what I'm saying? Just not doing it. When dudes try to mimic you. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I had a whole video about that earlier, man, where I had to go in about, yeah, when you're attractive and you attract women, dudes will mimic, what they can see, what they can hear. You have even some of them taking notes and studying. You know what I mean? So you just what I'll say before I go. Tell me, God, 23. No, I gotta go. What I'll say is this: you have to make yourself into the most authentic, original version of yourself. You got to dig deep. You have to, and that way, whoever you are, whether words are taken out of your mouth or aesthetics are stolen, you know, everybody knows who you are. There can only be one you. Um, so it doesn't matter. Everybody will recognize, these sons and daughters of yours through the way that they speak and the way that they dress and their aesthetics. So what you have to do is, again, I'm super competitive, so it's just me. When I see that, and I'm like, oh, in my mind, I'm like Kobe and the rest of them. Oh, you gonna try to squash me out? You're gonna try to make me look like just another whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay, and that's what I do, right? And I'm not making up an enemy. I'm recognizing an enemy clear as day. That's all that I'm doing. Yeah, that's all that I'm doing, and I'm addressing it. So it's like, okay, so you think you can just, and it's not that they're trying to, some of them, be you completely. It's just the idea that they think that they can take off your plate, say nothing to the chef, and just turn around and walk away while, you know, finger licking good, just good, good, baby. No, 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 no. You're gonna have to do better, and you're gonna do better, right? Because when I tell y'all I don't give up, I'm one of the few people that means it. I don't know any other way that these videos have shown you better than I can tell you, but I'm going to continue. Like, I'm so chill. I just don't care, man. Like, I just don't care. Man, I don't care. I thought about it today. I'm like, man, if the whole internet turns against me, I don't care. I turn the phone off and be chilling and get back on here and piss off a million of y'all. I don't care. And then laugh, get off the phone and go about my life, play with my son, and then come back on here and do it again. I don't care. I don't care. Who are you people to me? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? You think you're somebody? You ain't nobody to me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't nobody if you're not in my reality, in my presence. You're nobody to me. So try to project onto me who you think you are and who you think you should be to me sounds ridiculous and stupid. You know what I'm saying? Look. Think about it like this, gentlemen, and a few ladies that watch. This is your reality, it's your life experience. You're the one out that whole sack of nut that made it to the egg. You made it through that whole 9 months plus inside the mother in total darkness until the waters broke. You're the one that's made it through all of childhood until being an adult. So who is someone else to tell you that there's somebody better than you in your reality? I think's not. You know what I'm saying? You can lick my nutsack. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? My goal is to get out here and let everybody know that there's somebody to somebody. You're all somebody to your mother. You know what I mean? Some of your fathers, but most fathers are. But to your mother. So sitting out here and making that's part of the disease. But y'all don't see the perspective right. You're out here bragging about your money and clout, and you've seen everybody that does that can have it taken overnight. And then they're left with what? They're a broken person. They don't know how to recover. They don't have no image outside of what they created in that false reality of the matrix. You see it all the time. And I'm trying to teach people it don't matter if they try to cancel you. It don't matter. When you have God and in reality, in this beautiful mother nature, in this realm that we have, whatever people think about you on the internet is none of your business. And you're not going to let anybody make it your business. Do you understand? It's the internet. Let them play around. There's no one walking around in your face telling you about yourself. And no one will ever come to your face and say, hey, this is, especially an internet person. That's how you carry yourself. And that's where a lot of your attractiveness comes from. You got to remember we're in a generation where everybody's trying to plug in. And you're not plugged in. You're Neo in this thing. You step in this bitch and then you get up out of it. Okay? You know better. And that kind of energy draws people to you. They want to get out too. You know what I'm saying? They trying to feel free like you do. You out here making everything look good. You be out here making, living on the back of a mountain in a doggone cabin look good. You know what I mean? Going for a walk look good. You make getting up early and working out look good. You know what I'm saying? You make not looking, but you make being a good parent look good. A single parent look good. You know what I mean? You make working hard look good. Being well spoken look good. You're doing all this stuff every day. These women, even if they didn't want to be attracted to you, what? How? What? You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta be. Look, attraction is more than just them wanting you to back them in the bed. There are women that can be so attracted to your mind that they can get off on just listening to you speak. You have to understand, you guys. I'm trying to tap y'all into the mindset of a woman. I went down this rabbit hole when I was a tarot reader, and I tapped into something. And I just, these women, man, look, they do a lot of weird stuff, but I'm going to tell you something before I go. They're all, in a way, don't take it the wrong way, they're all going through a spiritual upgrade and have a little bit more understanding of it than the average guy. And even if they're doing it the wrong way through divination of tarot, or they're looking for that spiritual connection, in the physical, they're looking for it. They're looking for a leader, they're looking for it. And as a man, you're supposed to see these women and what's going on and navigate accordingly. And what you're seeing is me bringing those women into the light, and these women are recognizing it. And that's why they're following me and been following me since I was a tarot reader, followed me when I was a narc awareness coach. And they're going through this healing process with me because they can see that I'm not only some guy that's out here trying to help men become greater men, talking about Sigma male stuff, yada, yada, yada. I'm also deeply in touch with the Most High. I have a kind heart. They know I have a kind heart. They've been watching me for a while. They know I'm a two-time combat veteran in combat arms units, and you would never be able to tell because I never lost my kind heart. Women are always looking for a kind heart. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So when they find one, regardless, they will attach themselves to you. And even when they complain about you, you have to remember that they don't even see 80% plus of men. So their complaints is just really what women do when they like you. You know what I'm saying? And I know this kind of stuff. And I can see where a lot of women are. They're looking for this spiritual connection in a man. They don't want to feel like they're going backwards and being oppressed, what they claim it to be, but they still have that desire for that attractive bad boy. And so they're in a place where they were told to be, hey, you can be as free as you want, do what you want. And now they're seeing the shift, and they're reacting the way anyone would when they're living a great existence, and now it's being turned over, and, kicking and screaming, da, 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 right? It is what it is. It is what it is. But the truth is what the truth is, and they need these hard truths. And gentlemen like me and you need to continue to lock away the penis. Don't give it up to any of these females. Don't even get sloppy toppy. Don't masturbate to them. That masturbation is going to lead to you wanting some cheeks. I'm telling you, you're going to be like, I got to get some thighs. Oh, don't do it to yourself, man. Don't do it. Go work out. Do some push-ups, nigga. Do some sit-ups. I don't care. Do some squats. You know what I mean? But don't do it. Right now, we have them by the clip. All you got to do is stay on the game, and the women are continuing to work out and be like, I'm gonna get so sexy. They're gonna want me. No, we're not. Let them keep working out. They're gonna get so horny. Oh man. By the winter, man, it's gonna be coochie on a platter. They're gonna be serving it up to you. Gentlemen, please. How may I take you on a date? Gentlemen, please. Come on over to my home. Dinner served. I'll be in the tub soaking my ass for an entire hour before you partake. Okay, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I would also like a massage before we get it. You know what I mean? All you got to do is just hold out, man. Winter's around the corner, gentlemen. You know what I mean? These women, they're lashing out because they see it coming, and they know that they're going to have to start doing some different kind of stuff. Like, man, they see it coming. They see it coming. You know what I'm saying? Hold tight. Don't give in. You guys out there still smashing cheeks. Shame, shame, shame. I know your name. Man, come on. Get with the program. You're only getting cheeks right now because the rest of us, especially the handsome ones, are taking a break, a sabbatical. We're celibate, right? Listen, get on board, man. Get on board. I'm telling you, if we allow these women, I'm telling you, from a man that's gotten a lot of women in his life, you got to turn them down. Turn them down. Turn them down. Turn them down and look at them straight. Turn them down. Oh, you look at me? Nah, I'm good. I'm good, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Turn them down. We have to do it. I'm being honest, man. We got to turn them down. They over here in their ego. They want you to turn them down. They want you to check that ego. When you in a bedroom and you done been with a woman or two, they don't want you up in there, now, baby, I'm Now, baby, I'm just gonna, and then it's gonna make love to you, baby. I'm not, no, man, they want you to be up in there growling, taking control, folding them up like a pretzel, foot on the back of her head. You know what I'm saying? They want that deep action, bro. Like, it's real. You can't be out here pussyfooting and now, baby, please, baby. Now, come on now. Now, look, ladies, look. I drink your bathwater. Get up out of here, dude. All this stuff that you do every day turns them on. Looking away from them in the gym trying to be all sweaty, and we don't want no sweaty booty. Get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Up in the store looking at you, throwing their hair, looking back, and then is there something wrong? You got something on your shoulder you need for me to clean off? I ain't got time for it, man. Say what you got to say, strong, independent, need no man types. You know what I mean? Just sitting back, watching you being handsome, being fly. Turn them down, gentlemen. You're doing it. You're doing it because they're frustrated. These videos, I'm going to start back making the reaction videos. I just had to wait for more of women crying about divorce. I'm divorced, so I have to rep the brothers out there that got them crying online. You gentlemen that got divorced and bravo, my nigga. Bravo, man. Because I tell you what, man, I guess I got one of the OGs. She ain't gonna go out like that. She just ain't gonna do it. He don't get online and crap about nothing. But let me take off and become a millionaire within a year. Ooh. The crying is gonna happen. See, you gotta be the dudes that got the women crying. They gotta have the money right, probably fit. Definitely got some young tenderoni, and that's where I'm messing up. But see, I'm waiting. God's gonna give me a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Because she's going to be able to look at my content and she's going to see the consistency. She's going to know I have no diseases. I have not been running around. I have been saving myself for the right lady to break her back in the bedroom for 45 minutes to an hour and 10. You know what I'm saying? Including like 20 minutes of coochie eating. Don't judge me, man. I don't want to hear it in the comments, bro. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. I know, and they y'all submissive. No, I know. Yeah, I get it. Leave me alone. Okay? I'm honest with you. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do, period, point blank. It's gonna happen. So anyway, y'all, man, I'm about to get off of here, man. But listen, keep doing what you're doing, because I'm telling you, women, just like you look for a healthy woman, some of y'all are some dirty dogs, man. Y'all like, oh, she got the makeup on. No, healthy, man. Good skin, clear skin. Looking to see if she's fit. Talk to her about, does she drink water? All this good stuff, man. Do you fast? Do you do yoga? She's like, oh, yes, I do yoga and Pilates. Oh, you're flexible. You don't want to get no woman that's not flexible and you folding her up and she farts, man. A woman farts on you while you're it'll traumatize you, bruh. It'll traumatize you. This is what these questions have to be asked. Now, if you're a square dude and you're just, I'm just getting it in mind, yeah, you do what you got to do, but for the brothers to be folding them up, you make sure they're drinking water. I'm not telling you to ask them about their bowel movements, but normally a healthy chick will be like, yeah, I'm pretty regular. When she says she's regular, meaning she's pooping at least once a day. It's good to go. You know what I'm saying? See how much she's eating. See if she's eating a bunch of chips, red dye 40, soda, because this stuff matters, man. Her pH balance and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm checking for all this stuff, man. And when you speak like this, there's a lot of women going through the list like, goodness gracious alive, I don't qualify. And then they get upset and then they start trolling. I hit the thoughts too. It's not like the okay. Hey, you're right. Hey, look, you young bucks out there, you're right. I want to shout out Sean for that. Hey, y'all got to get out here and get your experience in. What I'm telling you is definitely be celibate like you guys are doing, stepping away from dating. However, if cheeks present themselves and she looks healthy, you're a young man and you must release. You must release. I'm not going to never tell you to build up an issue that might cause a prostate issue later on in your life. So you guys, even if you guys got to, and make sure before you get with a chick, you knock out a round or two, find your favorite corn and knock out a round or two. That way, and I always do that, bro. Like that way you can last longer. Y'all going in there rough shot. It's crazy to me. These dudes be just like, yeah, I just, what? That's why y'all being. That's why the average time is like 10 or 15 minutes. Man, y'all gotta rub a couple off, man. So that way, you know what I'm saying. You going up in there numb. You going up in there easy, loose. You know how you are with after that post. You know what I'm saying. You just chilling. You like, man, you approach the whole situation that way. She's gonna be, out there getting goes out like, man, I knocked out a couple, man. So come on, let's get this. Make sure your edge game is on point. You don't know what edging is? I'm not here to tell you, man. I'm just telling you it works. Look it up. You want to have full control. You understand? Full control when you out here on them cheeks, brothers. Don't be out here in there no 5 minutes. You know, the average, they probably want about 20. But if you can go way longer than that, man, do what I'm not telling you have to, but have the ability to, man. Do what you got to do, gentlemen, young bucks. For the guys that are more grown, my age and up, hold out. It's not that serious. You've had such good cheeks in your past. There is no way that, and I'm saying this respectfully, there's no way any of these women right now are going to give you those same experiences. Come on, my brother. The women you had in your 20s, oh my goodness. And let's not talk about your early 30s. Man, the threesomes. Listen, man, you're not going to have any more. I used to call it passing the mic. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have no more of those right now. Hold out. Wait until you get yourself a decent woman. Save your money. You guys out here, it's not safe. Young bucks, it's not safe. The early 2010s, what a time to be alive. Women were acting like they don't get around. You could even possibly go raw every now and again. Man, sticking your stuff in something raw right now is like sticking your stuff in a barrel full of rattlesnakes or acid. Russian roulette, gentlemen. It's not worth it. Trust me, man. What we're going to do is go overseas and create a pipeline so you guys can start thinking about making your way over there as well. Maybe, you guys can, have some kind of idea in your 20s about going to school and getting some remote IT engineering job or something, right? Like, there you go. It's a bird in the middle of the night. Get some IT job and start working on getting your degree in your early 20s, right out of high school or whatever, or your certificates. Make sure you get your certificates. Those are more important. And then, start looking for a job that'll pay you remotely where you can work overseas. A lot of guys are doing that. Amazon Web Services have a lot of good certificates as well. You want to make sure you get your, I can't even remember, your Security Plus on your baseline, but, you want your, I forgot the name of them, man. They'll see whatever, CIE or whatever they are, man. Look up the IT stuff, man, and just CCNA, all that kind of stuff. Get on top of things where you can have jobs remotely, but you want to have options. You want women to know you can up and move overseas and live that way or stay here. It makes you never mind, right? But until we start showing them better than we can tell them, they're going to keep watching us from the shadows. Wait until I get over to Thailand or wherever I'm going, and the condos I've been looking at, like, and the setup. Wait till, and I'm already envisioning how I'm going to set up my offices and different setups for my YouTube and stuff, and different kind of things I'm gonna do. I'm already talking to some of my friends about coming over and visiting and having different conversations and stuff like that. I guarantee you I will have more women DMing me that have been watching me, and they're going to wish they had already reached out to me, because I'm going to give them the coldest shoulder. It's going to be so cold, they're going to think that there's something wrong with me. You just turn me down? Like, yeah, exactly. You've been watching me for a while. I told you what I was going to do. I showed you I'm a man of my word, and you still waited until I got there. You are no kind of woman for me, or need to be around me or in my energy. Absolutely not. Continue to keep that same energy and watch me from a distance. I don't need you around me. I don't want you. Okay? And I'm that dude. And I love being that kind of person, because some guys, they get money and then they just start like letting women, that were talking junk or think they're better than them. Now, I'm not one of them. I'm going to get money and be the same dude. It's going to be ugly, man. I done gotten too much coochie in my past. I've already shaken hands with presidents and foreign leaders. I just don't care. Yeah, I don't care, man. I'm having a good time. I'm loving my life. Ain't nobody going to tell me how to move, how to get things done, how to act around. I'm just loving life. I'm just loving life. Period. I'm doing it my way. I'm not doing it the way that everybody else did or kissing any ass on the way up. I'm doing it my way. If I don't make it, then it was my own fault. I'll take that on the chin. You know what I'm saying? No diddy. But if I do make it, what are you going to say about that? Right? Again, everybody's crazy until you make it. Once you make it, oh, you're a pioneer. You're ahead of your time. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Let them talk that stuff. Also, remember something, gentlemen. We're in our anointing with God. So we're always happy. Nothing can break us or take away from who we are. There are celebrities out there right now that would be devastated if they get canceled. Right? With all the money in the world, devastated about what people say about them and how many hit pieces can be written about them that can take away everything that they built. Terrified. You can talk how you want to talk and do what you want to do, and you're free as a bird every single day. God blessed you. You know what I'm saying? And everyone can see that on you. So with the money or without the money, you're the same old G. And I appreciate you. And that's to the ladies and the gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? That keeps it real. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off of here and go work out again. How's he working out again? Yes, because I love it. You know what I mean? I can't work out enough. I can't study enough. I can't read enough, and I can't pray enough. I don't see what the problem is. Am I rich yet? No, I don't think so. Am I famous yet? So what am I doing taking days off? I think's not. Love and light, I'm out.